Today I'm going to show you how to roll a slab in clay. In order to roll a slab, you're going to need guides, a ball of clay, a sponge, a rib, a cup of water, a rolling pin, and a needle tool. You're also going to need a container of slip and a brush. First, you want to roll the clay out a few times on one side. After a few rolls, you want to flip the clay over. You are then to roll again a few times on that side, while checking for air bubbles, which may come up as the clay is rolled out. In order to get rid of these, you just have to puncture the clay and smooth out the hole. You continue to roll out, and again, once you're finished, making sure you're checking for air bubbles. As you can see, I had several air bubbles, which I just had to pop and smooth out before I was able to use my slab. After popping all the air bubbles, you just have to smooth out your clay. Then you place your template on the slab and with your needle tool, cut out the shape of your template. Repeat this process for all the sides of whatever project you're making. Then remove the excess clay from your cutout shapes. I now have two sides of a box. From here, I'm going to smooth out the edges of each side with my sponge. This ensures that there are no sharp corners once the piece is fired. You also need to smooth in order to get the canvas pattern out of the clay. Repeat this process for all of your slabs. In order to put the two pieces together, you first need to roll out a coil. A coil is a small cylinder-shaped piece of clay, which you begin rolling in your hands and then you finish rolling on the table in order to prevent the clay from drying out. Once rolled to the desired thickness, you take your needle tool and cut it to the desired length. Before you can attach anything, you must slip and score. Score with your needle tool or make dent or grooves in the piece so that the clay will stick together. Do this for both the sides and the coil. After scoring, take your paintbrush and the slip and apply the slip to all the sides that have been scored. You then can smooth out the coil into the clay by pressing it into the clay, making sure that you close all creases. You can then use your rib, which is a small plastic piece, in order to fully smooth out the coil into the piece of clay, making sure that there's no visible cracks where the piece is going to be attached. To make sure everything is smooth, you can use your sponge to make everything nice and neat. You can then sponge all of the sides to make sure that there's no imperfections or visible canvas patterns. You repeat this process for all the sides, especially if you're making a box. Once finished, you can make a box like that shown, which is a simple box with 4 sides and a base. However, with a slab, you can create many different projects, such as this book, or a mask, or even something non-squarish, such as a cylinder.